Greetings, this is Assume Snap Wellness Podcast, and I am reaching out during this time. So I wanted to just, connect with my audience due to some of the recent things that we have witnessed. So I'm not going to get into all the particulars. We know that we just recently had an election here in the United States, but I wanted to just send a message out to my sisters. So me personally, I have always been very skeptical of the voting process and what really is behind it. So I didn't put my eggs in the basket of voting. So I'm just going to put that on out there, because a lot of people say, well, you can't vote, you didn't vote, you can't complain. I'm not trying to complain. What I am saying is that you have the right to feel disappointed. However, we do not need to allow this to separate us because other people had other opinions about who they should vote for and for what reason. We do know that both sides have views that some people do not agree with in particular much. They're not. There are people who take that position and it's like a feel-good feeling once a particular person gets in the seat. But at the end of the day, those ones that people feel better about who win the CEO position, did they really make a change in the reality of our lives? I don't think so. Now, some people will disagree. You have the right to disagree, but I'm living here too, and I don't see much of a difference. Actually, the past 4 years have not been really good to me. So my point is, it doesn't matter who's in that seat. At the end of the day, you have to make some decisions. I'm not talking about pulling yourself up by the bootstraps, because I don't believe in that concept. I do believe in the concept of community, of doing for self, and coming up with a plan. We sometimes look outside of ourselves, hoping that others will help us, but we have a long history here. We have a very long history here. We see where nothing has changed, regardless who's in that seat. Some of them a little bit more shiny and joyful, and we enjoy it more, but at the end of the day, the people who come in and take that seat, they leave, and they really haven't made any changes or differences to better our lives. The past 4 years has been hell. It has changed a lot of people's lives forever. And the school I kind of come from is the underground school. So I was also taught by revolutionary thinkers, metaphysical thinkers, scholars, and occultists. So, healers, all of that. So they have very revolutionary minds in terms of what they taught their students about the realities of this country, the islands, and how all this stuff was birthed. So I may have a different response to this, because I recognize what this particular place is really is a corporation. It's not what you think it is. So in terms of the energy that I feel in the streets, the energy that I feel in the stores, the energy that I feel just going into certain places, I feel it out in the world. So I can't run from it in terms of the different energies that I'm seeing and feeling. That is something that I recognize very much. And I don't want us to get into these deep depressions over this particular one person. I understand the implications of this person being where they are right now. But I hope that sisters especially sisters and brothers who are already suffering with depression, sadness, worry, overthinking, isolation, feelings of lack of community and family. I really do hope that this doesn't send them and us down a path of self-harm, of more isolation and sadness. It really requires us to work together even more and to try to do things to keep ourselves in a positive light. And that will take time. And I recognize that. So again, some of my thoughts, disclaimer, may not be as, as understanding as some others, but we don't know what's to come. We really don't know what's to come. Some people are packing up and wanting to leave or making a plan. I get it. I've never felt comfortable here in America. I've never felt loved or safe here. Whether it be from the powers that be to my own community sometimes. We are not protected here and we are not loved. I just had an incident that happened to me the day of the day after the election. So when I tell you that I understand. And these are people who look like me. So it's beyond race at this point. It's a mentality. It's patriarchy. Okay. A lot of people really do think that they have, arrived and have benefited from patriarchy, but they really haven't. And a lot of our men think that they have benefited from this system and they have been victimized as much as we have. So we have to do some deeper discussions here. It's not about the people in that house. It really is about the policies. It's really about this energy. It's about this patriarchy energy. It's about the Pluto and Aquarius. I had put something about Pluto and Aquarius on someone's page and I think they erased it because the conversations I want to have is not just around emotions and the 3D realities. Okay, it's deeper than that. It's really much more deeper than that. And a lot of people don't want to have those conversations. I get it, but I'm one of those people that want to, because if we understand what energy we're leaving from, then we will understand that these people are holding on for dear life at the end of this age, especially with the Pluto energy and when it came into play. A lot of people don't want to have these conversations. So it will feel very hard right now because we are at 29 degrees of Capricorn and we are about to go into this Pluto Aquarius age. So, but it will go back. No, actually, I think that's the end of Pluto and Capricorn. But we have some other planets that's at 29 degrees as well. So it's very intense right now. And if we connect as above, so below. So if we could really stop trying to separate this cosmic connection that we have as well as this earthly connection that we have, it would really help us to overstand what's happening right now. So I'll just give an example. The guy that won, his Jupiter retrograde was actually conjunct his North Node. So it was very favorable. North Node is it talks about what you're supposed to do in this lifetime. And so his Jupiter represents expansion. It's a good luck. It represents, all the good things. So it was conjunct his North Node. So that in itself kind of showed that there's a possibility he would have one. And that's just one example. So I really want to send a lot of healing energy to our hearts. A lot of healing energy to the heavy hearts that are out there in the world. I want to send healing energy to our liver for anger. I want to send healing energy to the kidneys for fear, because a lot of people are in fear right now, including children, including mothers and fathers and elders. I would like to send healing energy to the pancreas, And the spleen also represents worry and overthinking. I would like to send healing energy to anyone who needs it, and especially to the head, the mind, the brain of worry and thinking as well. And being in a space of, the head holds so much energy. You may even have a hot head right now. You may have some confusion going on right now, and not knowing what steps to take. But, I always go to the Psalms 23. Though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I shall feel no evil. I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, that comfort me. That we have to remember that. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Most High forever. We also want to say that the Most High prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. They anoint my head with oil. My cup runneth over. I was reminded today by a brethren of the importance of mala beads. Some have other names for it. My husband is very versed in that. And the importance of not only prayer and holding your hands open when you pray, but also the importance of chanting, of saying power words around you and saying powerful chants and giving it to the Most High, as we should. We can't control this whole human experience. I am dealing with some stuff out here in this world right now, and I'm like, are you kidding me? This enemy is no joke, and you have to be spiritually strapped out here in this world. So I want to remind you to do your chanting, to do your affirmation, to take your hands and go to the organs. You should know where your organs are in your body. Also put your hands on your heart and put your hands on your organs and chant healing, sighs and healing sounds to the chest, to the lungs. The lungs can feel heavy, so one of the chants you can do is that's important. So you want to take the heaviness off of your heart, off of your lungs. Okay. You want to put your hands on your kidneys. That's anyone who does not know exactly what the kidneys are. They're directly behind your back and on your back. Just take a line from your navel to your back and take both your hands and rub your kidneys and send love to your kidneys. Send healing to your lower back and your kidneys. You can also just take a lightly closed fist and just kind of pat them and rub them. And another chant is these are things that you can do to send healing energy to your organs, because anytime you are affected by things and your nervous system is deregulated or dysregulated or deregulated, I'm not sure right now because I'm talking in spirit, your organs, your nervous system, all of that can come out of whack, and your cortisol can be very high. One of the ways you can check your cortisol to see if you're in a sympathetic or parasympathetic mode is to take your hand and breathe on your hand. Notice which nostril is stronger. If your left nostril is closed, if it's, kind of hard to breathe out of, that means that you are in sympathetic. Actually, yeah. That means that you are in parasympathetic. If it's not. If it is, that means you're in sympathetic. So it's important that you do deep breathing, releasing the energy from the lungs. Doing deep breathing helps to send energy to the brain, oxygen to the brain. We're not breathing well, and we're not drinking enough water, and we're not resting enough. Again, I am a master Reiki healer. I also teach it, and I would love to help you, not just with Reiki, but with one-on-one or group healing sessions. I would love to be invited to assist. Anyone who would like to ask me to bring on, I actually may do 15-minute deep breathing session through a call. I have to find my information. But I just wanted to check in with you all. You can contact me at www.assoonnaturals.com. You can follow me on Instagram at assoonnaturals.com, as well as Facebook. And my number, phone number, you can text as well at 804-554-1776. And you can also set up appointments. I do virtual healing sessions as well as in person. Open for group sessions as well. I would love to help. And I would love to talk deeper about this. So I just wanted to send gentle love and give yourself some grace during this time. And I hope and pray, and I send out healing love on Kuja Seneb to you all. Ankh means life. Kuja means prosperity. Seneb means health. I send that out to everyone who's listening. Ankh Uja Seneb, Hetapu, Ashe, Amin Ra, Mayat, Amen. Peace.